tell you, I came here tonight wanting more. You may be sitting here thinking for me, I came here for an encounter. I came with Pastor Daniel, I didn't care if I sat on the back row or sat on the floor. I came because I know that God is up to something in LA. God is up to something in this church. God is up to something in this meeting tonight. That ought to give you a place to shout hallelujah. When you love something, you can't help but talk about it.
Yes, Jesus.
So, if you haven't been talking about Jesus, I ask you, do you really love Him?
Yes, I do.
Because you can't shut up about something you love. You're going to need a nice dish. Oh, they opened this new restaurant over here. Woo, that food was sweet.
Yeah.
I went to the movie. You need to go see that movie. That's the best movie that I've seen. Well, when's the last time we told somebody about Jesus? You see, I tell people stuff like that, and I got so-called sons that'll say, but Dad,
Hey, Pastor.
said, Dad, you don't understand what I've been through. And I'm going, you have no idea. And I tell some of my pastors that I've had through the years, well, things that I went through, and he goes, it's a miracle you got your right mind. Well, I thought the Bible said when I came to Jesus, I took on the mind of Christ.
Come on.
I may never have that mind that put me down. All the bad things that people said about me, all the horrible things that happened to me. I thought the old was gone and the new had come. We can't have the fresh rain of heaven because we're still holding on to the mud of yesterday.
Jesus.
We're stuck like that tar. When we grew up as kids, we heard stories about the tar baby. Don't throw me in. No, they didn't want me. Yeah. You get thrown in that tar, but see, we're like those stupid animals, the woolly mammoth and all that. They got stuck in that tar. Because they look like water. We keep going back to the water and we know it ain't going to be no good to us. Woo. Throughout my life, because of situations and circumstances that have happened in my life, I kept drinking, I kept doing drugs. Come on. And the whole time I wanted Jesus. But there was nobody, just like these people that are on the streets out here tonight, there wasn't nobody that told them God loved them and had a wonderful plan for their life. You know what the church told me? You know what my family told me? Boy, you need to clean up your act and come to church. How many times did I try to clean up my act? They didn't know what I did that morning. They didn't know what I did 3 hours ago and how bad and ashamed I felt. They didn't know who I'd been to bed with or how many the night before. Come on, somebody. Clean up your act. Have you ever been and watched anybody fish? You catch a fish, but they scale it underneath the boat. When it comes by, they scale it. Then it comes back by, they scale it some more. Okay, we got all the scales out. They put it in the boat. Done to you again. It's still green. But that's what we try to do. We clean fish before we catch it. We sing all the time, come just as you are, but we don't let people come as they are. And the moment they mess up, we want them out of our life. That's what I went through. Why was I so ashamed? Why was I such a mess? My father didn't want anything to do with me and walked out of my life at 5. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the bad. But see, that don't even compare.
That's right.
It don't even compare. And then my mom, I used to watch my dad at 5 years old drag my mother around the house by the hair and beat her. Throw things at her, dishes and stuff. Be gone for days at the time. But see, there was something in that little boy that was 4 or 5 years old. And there was a show that would come on called the Good Old Gospel Hour. And I would watch it. And there was something about, all I cared about was the introduction, when they all came in on the different guests. And they would all come in one at a time. Jubilee! Jubilee! You're invited to the happy Jubilee! 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 You're invited to the happy Jubilee! I didn't know, but there was something about that went off inside that little kid. Jubilee means everything that's been taken has to be restored.
Come on, Jesus!
Constantly saying, Jubilee, Lord. I am living in Jubilee, every one of us. We don't have to wait 50 years. The moment we cry out to Him, we are restored. She remarried his friend. I'm done again, still mama. I didn't know until you healed, you go back to it.
Yeah, that's true, Pastor Neil.
Some of us need to understand why we keep making the same mistake. We ain't letting God heal us in the past church.
That's good.
I'm going to say this. There's somebody here, there's men and women that never got their father's affection, and you're continuing to go through a cycle of broken relationship because you never forgave them and allowed God to heal you from the hurt.
Jesus.
You need to forgive. Some of us are holding on to bitterness and anger through past relationships, and we don't want to get involved. We don't want to be married. I'm almost 60 years old, and I'm not married because of everything I went through, and I saw my mama go through, and I said, I'll never get married and have kids so that they won't go through what I did. And I tell people, I'm happy just being married to Jesus. A lot of people can't understand that. I don't burn you. I burn you. But with the fire of God. Some of you in here tonight, that sign's going to mean something to you. Because you're going to grab a hold of the saving grace of Jesus, and it's going to be your fire escape.
Yeah.
That sign is flashing. It's going to flash inside your heart. People are going to come here to worship, because it's going to be a fire escape. And we can embrace the fire of the Holy Ghost and let it burn out all the garbage and put stuff in the air. Or we can just go through life continuing to struggle and one day stand before God and He say, away from me, I never knew you. And we end eternity in hell. And what could have burned within us for a few days, hours, or weeks until we meet Him in the air, it's going to be our eternal judgment. She remarried this man. He was always put this down. We thought it was okay at first. But then he started doing the same thing more. Then when I began to mature as a young teenager, he began to molest me every day of my life, and something that became multiple times a day. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. We didn't have air conditioning, so the windows open, without him coming to the bathroom and wanting to watch me go to the bathroom or watch me bathe. Wouldn't let me play sports, hunt, fish, do anything. I would have to go to the woods with him. He did pulpwood and was a logger. And on the weekends, I had to go there so that he could have his way. It finally got to the place where I just let him have his way so I could just get it over with and go on about my life. I would sit for hours and hours out in the field or in the woods because I grew up, they used to make fun of me. They said we lived so far back in the woods they had to pump in sunshine. Well, that's living in the country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But we were so far out there that the school buses wouldn't even come when we had bad rain because they'd get stuck. But I would sit out there with my trumpet. I'd sit on a 5-gallon bucket. And I would play my trumpet until my teeth were loose. The mosquitoes would almost carry me off when we lived in the swamp. Or the coyotes would get so close I was afraid that they would harm me. I mean, you think about it. That butterfly was a nasty old worm. How many of you feel like a nasty old worm? But to be transformed, it had to get into that cocoon, a tight place.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the pain and suffering that little worm went through before it had to transform into that butterfly and sprout wings? Can you imagine the hardest part of its life was the transformation? See, most of us don't want to go through the process. We want to go to drive through McDonald's. We want to go to drive through Jesus.
It's good.
The greatest time of my life was in the wilderness. I know the Holy Ghost. I didn't go to school to learn the Holy Ghost. And it's good, I've taught in many Bible schools, but I learned the Holy Ghost through the school of the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
And now, when I play, you feel the presence of God. You know why? It was in that field I gave it. But He transformed me and began to condition me to be a psalmist.
Amen.
On that 5-gallon bucket.
Amen.
I was destroying the bears and lions in my life that was attacking me every day. At 17, I toured Europe playing music. Toured all over Europe playing trumpet with the United States Collegiate Band. Was who's doing American music. And had all these great awards, but none of it satisfied me. I got a fully paid scholarship to a private college. And we were so poor we couldn't pay attention. We were poor. I didn't know it. I didn't know it because we never did without. Mama would go and lay across the bed and she'd pray. I'd hear back there crying. I was the only one old enough to understand what Mama was doing. And she'd say, Lord, we don't have any food to feed the babies. I never went to to bed hungry. Mama always found something. There's something about praying mama, man. There's something, but I was a mess pastor. My mama never quit praying. She might not went to church, but she never quit praying. Never quit believing.
That's right.
At a little Baptist church called County Line Baptist. I cannot tell you what that preacher preached. I cannot tell you what song they sang. I was sitting on the back row flirting with what was that name? I always, her last name was Thompson, though, I know that. It started with a D, I can't remember, it's an unusual name. I was flirting with that little girl on that back row. You know? I felt secure in who I was as a male. I didn't have to feel insecure because of what happened. I was flirting in the Baptist church with mine. All of a sudden they do an altar call. I ain't stood there, man. I'm talking to Deneen Thompson. All of a sudden, I turned around and saw him. Now you believe this or not, this is my story. But it's a shame that I can tell this out there to a bunch of drunks on the street and they'll believe me. But I can tell in the church and religious won't believe me, Pastor Andy. They don't believe in miracles today. So if you don't believe me, you're religious. Because your spirit will tell you the truth. Something picked up that arm and something picked up that arm, and I slid across this floor with my feet about that far off the ground and planted me at the altar. And the preacher reached out and grabbed my hand.
Jesus.
And I couldn't talk. Come on. I was trembling. Everything, every cell, every fiber, every part of my being was trembling inside. And I gave my heart to Jesus. That Sunday, the pastor, he wanted to get me in that water quick as he could. Bless God. He wanted to get me good and wet. They filled up that baptism. Now, if I bet Pastor Daniel, he'd filled it up that night and dumped me in there and held me under and make sure it took. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Woo. We need to get a tank.
So
we can drain it out the door. And I went under that water. And when I came up out of the water, I was speaking a funny language. They thought I was mumbling. I didn't know what I was doing then until many years later. I couldn't see them and all. I could speak in English. I said, where'd they go? And everybody started laughing. And I said, where'd they go? He said, they're there, son. I said, it's all right. There was nothing but a cloud had come in that little Baptist church.
Jesus.
When I came up out of that water, I didn't know that I was speaking in tongues. Didn't nobody have to tell me. Nobody had to tell me the word. If Baptists preach against it, it's of the devil. And so, that Baptist, everybody's laughing, that Baptist pastor must have been filled with the Holy Ghost. You know what he said? Oh, he's just a little tipsy in the Lord. Some of y'all gonna get real tipsy tonight.
Hallelujah.
Some of you gonna have trouble walking. You're gonna have trouble talking. Hallelujah. And what you see now, nothing yet, says the Lord. Get ready for daily and multiple times daily encounters with the kingdom. And that's when I left, and after that I would go and I'd play my trumpet, and that feeling would come on me. That's because I had gotten filled with the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
It didn't do it until after that. I left at 17 and went away to college, and I got away from home and no more control of that man. I went crazy. How many know that if we don't deal with the issues in our heart, we'll go crazy?
That's true.
Doing any drug that I can get in my hand to try to cover up the pain, and then that became an excuse to do drugs. Some of you still doing some stuff and you blame it on your past and your weakness, and you're just looking for an excuse to keep doing it.
True.
Thus saith the Lord.
True.
Hello?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good place to say amen, or oh me. You see, but I kept hearing you need to clean up the act of the church. I'd be so convicted. I wouldn't go in the bathroom with the light off. I'd close my eyes because I was afraid I'd see a cross or something. I I was so convicted, Pennsylvania. One night, I was stoned out of my mind. I had 3 dreams that night, and all 3 dreams were about the rapture. I woke up, they said, you want to sponsor Jordan? I said, no, hell no, I don't want to go Jordan. Let me tell you about my dream. 3 times, I go back to sleep and dream about the rapture again. 3 times in one night. Well, that messed up my Memorial Day party. All day. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Come on, Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost ain't going to leave you alone.
Come on, Holy
You heard the truth. And once you heard the truth, He's going to chase you down. He'll meet you in the bar. He'll meet you in the gay bar. He'll meet you in the restaurant. He'll meet you while you're shooting up. He'll meet you while you're in the bed. So, I was in bed one night. I'd go to the gay bar and hustle it while they had good drugs. Then I'd leave. I'm like, you're going to get killed. I'd get the drugs. Oh, take the money. And I'm in there with this guy. I roll out on the floor, convicted. It's like Jesus walked in the room. I fell on my knees and lifted back. I must have started speaking in tongues. I don't remember doing that. But I lifted my hand and said, I can't do this. Jesus is messing with me. Jesus walks back. Can I do this? Forgive me. I can't do this. I got to put on my clothes and walk out the door. He started telling everybody in Savannah, Georgia, don't go out with this man. He'll get all high and then fall out on the floor and start praying and speaking in tongues. And when I would leave, they'd fall out of their chairs under the power of God in Catholic schools.
Come on.
Speaking in tongues, saying Jesus just came to me with a bright light and told me my sins were forgiven. I was long gone. The power of God was still moving.
Jesus.
But I had never been told that God loved me and had a wonderful plan for my life. I went with him. I went to a service because I was ready to quit. I was sick of church. I was sick of religion. And I was sick of church folks. Somebody needed to help me. And I thought his pastor was going to be there, and it was one of those good old anointed meetings that we used to have. I just sat so, and I got to deal with Neil. I went one service, and they put me in the streets the next day, winning souls.
Yeah.
The hardest thing for me to do was stick to that script again, because I wanted to preach. First door we knocked on. They came to the door. And the boy that I was training said, did anyone ever told you God loves you and has a wonderful plan? He shook our hand. Give me your hand, man. He shook our hand. He was as black as could be. He was so black he shined. But he was so black, all you could see was that white stuff glittering all over his hand. He was inside. Okay. And then I said, if you died right now, where do you know where you'd go? He said, I'd go straight to hell. And right in, he prayed the sinner's prayer.
Jesus.
See, we're afraid to tell anybody. Because we've been programmed by religion. Turn or burn. Turn or burn! God loves you and has a wonderful plan for you. For whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And you're a whosoever, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, of course you are. We all are. Let me tell you what the Bible says. See, I didn't know that for years. I didn't know that. After I got saved, I was in a service and a prophet came in. This prophet would walk into rooms and he would prophesy. He would prophesy over everybody in the house, read their mail. I mean, he's scary. He was a scary prophet. He put the fear of God in you quick. 500 people there plus 500 and some people. He prophesied over everybody. But when he walked in, the pastor said, oh, hang on, unannounced. No special service, nothing. He drove 2 hours to be there. He said, you got to work? He said, yeah. He said, I got to work for that young man right there. He pointed at me. He said, we're going to finish the service, finish worship. Let's worship. So we kept worshiping. I was leading worship. And when the worship finished, he says, come here, young man. And he walks up. You see, I realized that day I wasn't crazy. I'd been thrown out of this church and that church because it was too crazy. If it said it in this word, I believed it. I was thrown out of the Methodist church. I was thrown out of the Assembly of God. I was thrown out of the Baptist church. Boy, I life so much like a mirror, it ain't funny.
Amen.
Because if it was there, I confronted them with it.
Amen.
And I was wounded by men of God the same way I was raped and molested. Some of you don't want anything to do with church because you've been raped and molested. I don't mean physically by men and women of God, by church folks, but by people you respected. I was. That night, they told me I was crazy. You need to calm down. Sooner or later, your head's going to come out of the cloud. Oh, after a while, when you mature, there'll be a balance. I want to look at them and say BS. I can do it sign language. I said a word, I don't know what you're talking about. I see none. But he called me up. And I come down, he wouldn't even let me get off the side. I come down the step, and he walks up, and suddenly he turned around, lining up like everybody else. He said, this is what I see the Lord say to you, young man. He said, when you go to worship, there's two angels.
Remember that?
Remember that? There's two angels that the moment you begin to sing, they spread their wings. They guard your back. And the moment you start, the wind of God. Somebody needs to lift your hand. If you feel that already, you just lift your hand right now and see. If we only realize, and not only did I have two angels, the Bible says we're surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. We got more than Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob ever did. There's times I feel people that have been in my life, spiritual people that have gone on to be, I feel their presence. You say, that ain't real. Why ain't it? Why will he let Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob surround me, but not those that have worked and labored with me in the ministry? They're standing before the throne of God, ever interceding with Jesus over me. Jesus, we need some help. And he said, God's given you a scepter of rule. Don't take it lightly. A scepter. Authority. He said, he's given you the keys to unlock the treasures of heaven.
Jesus.
How many of you would love to have the keys to unlock the treasures? I heard this tonight. And he's bringing me back to things that I wrote down while Pastor Daniel was. If you cannot tithe and you cannot give offerings, and if he challenged you to give something that's very costly, there's times he's told me to give away my cars, my keyboards, my guitars, sound equipment, everything, every penny the church has.
Jesus.
Houses. He gave me a two-story brick home. The Lord said, give it back and go live at the top of that rat, roach infested bar that I'm sending you to open. I mean, I really know I have to throw those off of me. I turn on the light and I hear the roaches run. Church. The first few weeks, first few years, we were there free. But as we began to prosper, the man began to get dollar signs in his eyes, and he was selling out from under us. And I said, you ain't selling nothing. Nobody's going to buy it. It's my bill. You told me God said it was my bill. This is my bill. Come on. I ain't selling it. Every time I go away on mission hill, they try to sell the bill. And I come back and I go to them, you ain't selling it? If you have to sell it, I'll buy the building. He said, you ain't got no money. I said, God's got the money. That is God's house, and you better not sell it, or you'll have to answer to him.
That's right.
I tell him every time. He sued me. We bought the building. We bought the building. I'm going to go back to my story in a minute. We need to flow, right? Just flow. We're so structured sometimes, we don't get the Holy Ghost, no room to operate. And I'm in that nasty, stinky place. I mean, it was horrible, Pastor. Cats were using it for the local cat litter box. Upstairs was so bad and stinking because some homeless people had busted out the windows and was living in it. There was broken hypodermic needles, beer cans. It stunk so bad. I would hold my breath, and I got an iron back. I would hold my breath, and I would move something, and maggots would crawl. The Lord told me to give away my two-story home, so baby, give it back. And live here. And I went in there one day and I lay down on the floor and I said, God. It's on the corner of North Coastal Highway and Bonnie Bridge Street. And I lay down in that floor and I said, God, can this be you? He said, Azusa Street started in a little house on Bonnie Bridge. Come on, you better to start in a little bar on Bonnie Bridge.
Jesus.
and I found out the Scottish word for bridge is brae. So I went. We opened up the building. We opened up, I called my friend that had told me a year earlier, revival had broke out in this church, and we stayed with them. Didn't know them, but we developed a relationship. How many know when you're hungry, you don't care who the people are, you're just ready to be with God's people.
That's right.
We stayed in a home with people we didn't know for 10 weeks. They took care of us like a king. So he kept prophesying to me that night. Or it might have been another time when he came back. And he prayed for me, and he put his hands here. And he started prophesying. He said, the Lord said he sent something tonight, and he has arrested something that was sent to destroy you medically. And when he said that, y'all don't get all weird and crazy and funny. When he said that, the fire of God hit me here. And everything started doing this. And I heard the Lord say, I'm healing you of AIDS.
Jesus, come on. Come on, you can do it, Jesus.
I'm healing you of AIDS. You see, those people that I shot up at that have been diagnosed with the HIV virus. And his girlfriend got so mad. You just shot up with him? He's my friend. Why did you do that? I didn't understand why they were fighting him. And later she told me, we've been diagnosed with the HIV virus. After we got saved, and after he told me that, she got saved. She had 3 little girls. And I put my hand on her and I said, Terry, you are not going to die with AIDS. God has not saved you for you to die with AIDS.
Amen.
And I kept saying that to her. And I kept saying that to her. For over a year, I kept saying that to her. All of a sudden, she started going to the doctor, and they didn't understand what's happening because her T count just started going up. And after about 3 months of that, they started doing tests. Now they can't find the HIV virus.
Come on! Come on, Jesus. Come on, Holy Ghost.
I mean, no,
Do it, Holy Ghost.
I still have the HIV virus. I couldn't pray for her and her get people called Beelzebub, can't pass out Beelzebub. Hell, I will say somebody needs to praise him. So then, they diagnosed her, and they said, somewhere for the last 3 years, we misdiagnosed you 3 years ago. You were, because you can't be healed. So obviously we misdiagnosed you. So there was a Catholic doctor, a Catholic person, that was a doctor that was visiting our church. And I said, Doctor, could they have missed it? He said, they are really showing how foolish they are. They should accept Jesus has done a miracle. Because what they're saying is not only did they miss it 3 years ago, but every month that she went in for a checkup for 3 years, they missed it. He said, God has healed her of AIDS. Come on, somebody. God is good. You see, he was talking about the promises of God. Yes and amen. I'm going to come to a close here in a minute. Say yes and amen.
Yes and amen.
Well, what is his promise? How can you say yes and amen if you don't know what the promise is?
It's good.
For everything we need is right here. Everything you'll ever need is right here. But how can you claim that promise and say yes and amen if you don't know the promise? We must know what the Word says. He says to bring to remembrance His Word.
That's right.
Why? God has to honor His Word.
Yes.
He has no choice. There's 2 things God can't do. He cannot lie, and He can't go against His Word.
Jesus.
If no weapon formed against me will prosper, say that. No weapon formed against me will prosper.
No weapon formed against me will prosper.
Say it again. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Shall prosper.
Why are you struggling? Because when you see it formed against you, you freak out. It didn't say no weapon would be formed against you. He said no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
That's right.
What he's saying is things are going to form against you. But if you have faith in me, it will not prosper.
Hallelujah.
He didn't say it was going. He said when the waves come, raise up a standard against it. When the enemy comes in like a flood, raise up a standard. What is the standard? The Word of God.
Hallelujah.
And the biggest problem, you say, oh, the devil. No, the devil, nothing. The devil can't do nothing. secular artists out there that were prophets of God that the church didn't want or the church rejected or they were just told to turn and burn, turn and burn. There was a group back in the late 70s called Golden Earring, I think. I think that was their name. And they had a song called Raise a Little Hell. I told them I'm going to do it in the church, Pastor, but I'm going to change the spelling to R-A-Z-E, where we get our word racer from. Cut it down. And the song was, raise a little hell, 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 raise a little, cut it down. If you don't like what you got, why don't you change it? If your world is all screwed up, rearrange it. And Isaiah 57:19 says, I create the fruit of your lips.
Jesus.
You speak it, he has no choice but to create it. That's what he told me yesterday.
That's right.
So you got to change the way you speak. You got to speak the word of God. I mean, I got people coming, they want to talk about their problems. I don't want to talk about the problem. I want to talk about the answer.
Come on, solution. That's the word.
Why do I want to talk about your problem? You've been talking about your problems for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Come on. And talking about your problem ain't here. I'm going to talk to you about the problem solver.
Jesus.
I'm going to talk to you about the bondage breaker.
Jesus.
Call upon the Lord. And he who calls upon the Lord shall be saved. Saved from what? Whatever you need him to save you from. Right there. Preach. Last night we were praying and I kept hearing, I don't feel it, I don't feel it. God, I said that so many times. You don't hit me tonight. Jonathan, you don't hit me tonight. Before I got saved, I never sat down at a bar with a mixed drink or beer and stared at that drink. Neil, you don't drink it? I don't feel it. Neither I don't feel it. But the more I drank, the more I felt it. I can never stare at that needle and go, oh, I can't do it. I can't feel it. The moment I put it in my arm, woo, I felt it. I never stare at that crack pipe and say, I can't feel it, I can't feel it. But the moment I hit that crack pipe, I felt it. And then I want to keep feeling it all night long. Until all the money was gone, or I had no other way to get it. Or I couldn't get a hold of dope. Because if I couldn't get it with money, I'd get it other ways. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I never looked at that sexy thing in the bed and go, I'd love to make love to you, but I just don't feel it. But the moment I began to partake of it, I felt it. Until it was beyond anything that I could stand there. So, we got saved. Why can't our Desire and Tribe get saved too?
Yeah.
We had faith that that crack pipe, that bottle, that sex, whatever I was doing, we had faith that it was going to make me feel it. Why can't we have faith that if I receive Him and I plug into Him, He's going to make me feel His presence?
Come on, come on, come on.
If you stick your hand in fire, you can look at that fire and say, I don't feel it. When you stick your hand in that fire, you're going to feel it. Tonight, some of y'all won't feel the fire, but you got to get out of your head.
Yeah.
You cannot come to God in your natural mind. I mean, if I said right there, Eric, right? If I said right there, so get up and hit that devil. Well, you can't see him. You just start swinging in the air. Everybody go, yeah, he's crazy as hell. Hell's crazy. Heaven ain't. You'd wear yourself out swinging at something you can't see. But if I said, Eric, stand to your feet and defeat that devil. Oh, and that devil's drove off. You're going to leave refreshed. You pray for somebody and cast the devil out of them. You're going to leave refreshed. You're going to leave it excited. Because whatever a man sows, that he shall reap.